Well, we've reached the sixes in our journey through the minor tarot cards. Six. It's a nice number. It's a happy number. It divides divides quite easily. And of course, in the major cards, six is the Lovers. And obviously, this is a very happy card. In some decks, the Lovers is called Choice because it's about that point of a relationship of where do we go from here. I've usually found that the Lovers is more about longer term relationships. Um, you know, being comfortable with each other. You see what I mean? Look at the minor cards. The Six of Cups. Obviously, it's about emotion, it's about feelings, it's the element of water, but it's not about relationships in sort of conventional sense, I suppose. This is a card, the key words here are just wishing. In a sense, it's a card of nostalgia. If you look here, it's quite an elderly lady actually being presented something. Some people maintain that the character who's giving her a cup is actually a dwarf, which means that she must be tiny. Just wishing. There's this kind of feeling of I wish that things were different. Often, I wish that I could go back in time. Oh, if only. But there is that. I wish I could. I wish I could go back. I wish that life was the way that it used to be. Um, kind of looking for something. Yeah, it's kind of a happy card, but in a way, it's about happiness that was in the past, rather than happiness that we are manifesting now. The Six of Swords, on the other hand, unusually for a swords card, this isn't about conflict. It's the journey over water card. You know that classic kind of gypsy fortune telling thing about I see you going on a journey over water. Sometimes it can mean literally travelling. And of course, here in here in Britain, the Isle of the Mighty, we have to cross water if we leave our island. So it can literally mean that, but more often it's about the element of water. It is an emotional journey. It's a journey of grief and bereavement, not necessarily that someone has literally passed away. Perhaps a relationship came to an end. Perhaps a business collapsed. You lost a job. But normally it is very much about deep seated emotional pain. But it is a positive card because it's about moving away from that, but also about moving towards something. The the characters sitting in the boat in the ferry here are the querent, the person, and their own soul. Yeah, as if you are mothering your own soul. It is a positive card, although it doesn't look it to start with. But it is very much about yes, you've done the work to heal past trauma. You're now moving away, moving on, letting go. Yeah, sixes. This one, the Six of Wands. Oh, there he is. Victory. Victory and winning through. Victory is something you work for. There's two laurel wreaths here. Laurels, bay trees, they come from a story involving Daphne in Greek mythology, but triumph, it's not something that's given to you. And victory does, of course, mean whatever it means to you. A marathon runner coming over the finishing line and actually completing a race. Maybe that's their own personal victory. It doesn't mean to say that they actually came first and actually won. But perhaps they won what they wanted to win, which was just actually finishing the race, actually getting their finishers thing at the end. But yeah, victory and winning. If you say to people winning through, they'll often latch onto that and say, oh, am I going to win some money? Very rarely, actually. It is more about achieving what you have aimed for, achieving what you've worked for. Maybe passing your driving test, getting the job that you really, really wanted. Yeah. 6 of coins. Of course, this turns up very often when a relationship is coming to an end, particularly a divorce, if dividing up the assets of the marital home. And it's holding scales there. It's very much about balance. It's very much about harmony. If you look at the scales, they are balanced. Everything is fair and everything is equitable. It's about dividing everything up. Slightly different from victory, slightly different from winning through, because this is fair and equitable to everyone. Yeah? Both parties get what is right and what is fair. I kind of like that. But maybe it's not exactly what your current's hoping for if they're hoping that they're going to get the lion's share. See what I mean? But yes, it is about equal distribution. Yeah. 6s. It's a nice number, it's a happy number. It divides easily. It's balanced and it's really quite harmonious. I'd like it. Stay with me as we work our way through the rest of the cards. See you soon.